Hey everybody, Agent here coming at you with another quick video. This is just basically a quick video on how you can make a bunch of profit and prepare yourselves for Shadowlands, which is dropping in 2 days. So basically, as you guys know, I really love Inscription, and I noticed the other day that when you go to an ink trader, so in Orgrimmar it's the Mighty Pen over here, show you right here in the drag. If you go to the ink trader, so Cinzy Sparkscribe, she sells the Sallow Pigments and the Rosy Pigments for Crimson ink. So this is very profitable because, and I'll show you why. So as you can see, 1 Crimson ink for 1 Sallow Pigment. And why you're going to want the Sallow Pigment is for all the Legion glyphs. And as you can see, the Legion glyphs, there's a lot of them. All these green ones here that you see, and they all sell pretty well. If we look in the TSM, I don't know how the profit margins are, but look at, this is all profit. All the green ones are profit. And the thing is, keep in mind that right now, TSM is taking into account, so all the ones that are red, it's taking into account the price of the Sallow Pigment right now. So you guys see where I'm going with this. If we replace the Sallow Pigment price with the Crimson ink price, most of those become profitable. So let's check it out real quick. Crimson ink, 11 gold a pop. Okay, let's say 13 gold a pop, just to be safe on my server. Let's go. Sallow Pigment, 89 gold. So right here, you could make a case to say, hey, I'll buy the Crimson ink at 13 gold a pop, and I'll just flip it to sell it for Sallow Pigment at 89 gold a pop, or 95 gold a pop, or whatever you want, whatever it is on your server. I checked a few of my servers, and most of them are something like this. It's basically Crimson ink is going to be 3 times, oh, sorry about that. Crimson ink is going to be about 3 times more expensive, less expensive, sorry, than the Sallow Pigment. So definitely worth it. Now, if you guys want to go even further into this, right now I could buy my herbs, let's say Akunda's Bite, which is the cheapest one on my server, for a gold 50 a pop. Very cheap. One thing I did before all of this happened is I bought a bunch of Akunda's Bite for 50 silver each. Now, even at a gold 50, this is amazing because every time you mill this, you're basically going to get a few Crimson ink. So I just milled maybe about 150 Akunda's Bite, and here are the results. So right here, I've gotten about 850 Crimson Pigment. So taking that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make them into the Crimson ink. And I'm going to buy a bunch of these inks over here and pigments. So I'm first and foremost, I'm gonna go really hard on the Sallow Pigments. Rosy Pigments, not so much, but I mean, hell, if you guys are missing, go for it. I mean, even here right now on this server, you see these are selling for 8 gold a pop. Maybe not worth it for this on this server for this particular plan, but a bunch of these other inks too, guys. I mean, Ink of the Sea, you have Moonglow ink made for the Glyph of Stars, so you could basically utilize this to buy the other inks, because look, this ink is 150 gold a pop. It's never worth it. You're always going to do the trade. So right now, what I would suggest for you guys, and what I'm going to be doing personally, is buying a bunch of herbs, BFA herbs, milling them, getting all the Crimson Pigments, making them into inks, coming up to here, either in Stormwind, Orgrimmar, and I believe there's also one in the Old Dalaran North, no, not Old Dalaran, sorry, Legion Dalaran, where you could just trade it for any of these inks. So I'm going to buy a bunch of them, because I feel like when Shadowland drops, they are going to revert this to be the old inks, like they did for a few days, actually. So I'm going to take advantage of this now while I can. Anyways, that's pretty much the video. So I'm pretty much going to get as much of this as I can. So basically, you just go here, and let's say right now I have 98 of these. Let's say if I buy 50, as simple as just buying it, and I just traded in 50 Crimson ink for 50 Sallow Pigments. That's pretty much my little trick, and what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to be stocking up for Shadowlands, so that I won't have to use my good inks for the Shadowland inks to convert them into old stuff. I'll just use the BFA ones while the prices are dirt cheap right now. Anyways, I hope you guys liked. If you did, give it a like, give it a comment, and we'll see each other in the Shadowlands. Thank you for watching.